There it is. All right, I'm good. Oh, and I probably would want the light meter at some point, I guess. Yep. Which is one again? It could only be one because I have two models. That's how I know.
You are. Oh, man, you've been live. Whoops, sorry.
Oh.
You're live.
Wow. Legit, as soon as you went live, those two people walked out. They obviously don't want to be seen on camera. They like got up. Okay. All right, so we're live. Hey, guys. I am Daniel Norton. Welcome to OnSet at Adorama. I am joined today by the jovial Justin.
Hi.
And perpetually happy Paige. All right. So today we're doing, I should probably plan those ahead of time so they're better. We'll go work on that. So today we're doing lighting men versus women. So basically I'm going to give Justin and Paige lights and they're going to light and see who does the better. No, that's not what we're doing. We're going to talk about the difference between how you might approach lighting men versus women. Now, I'll start off by saying, because I always start off by saying this, but I'm sure I'll still get a comment. Sure, if a lighting scenario is working for you and you like a certain way of lighting, go for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't light men a certain way or shouldn't light women a certain way, but when it comes down to it, as much as some people might not like it, including myself, that there's certain beauty standards that are out there, these looks are going to accentuate that. So when you're trying to create an image of a man, you're looking for a different type, or maybe instead of saying a man, I should say masculine versus more of a feminine lighting, right? So a masculine lighting is going to show shadow and shape. A feminine lighting is going to be more open and forgiving, less textures, and so on. That's basically what we're talking about here. And a lot of it has to do with light position, but we'll mess around with different modifiers and stuff too. We'll play around. We'll see what we get. As always, I will do my best. Oh, hey, and Seth's over here on the mighty mixer. Can't add it later. You gotta.
You're like way out of sync.
I'm totally out of sync. Can we just start over? All right, let's just start over.
I was asking to get going.
All right. All right, so here we go. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you only come out when it's cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Russian weather.
It is so cold. Anyways, we're gonna just start. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm going to start off, I guess, with Justin.
Yes.
And because why not? Because he's in the middle. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about. You can come out here, good
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This is Justin. Woo! All right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk. You can come a little forward.
Okay.
So basically, when we're photographing a man, generally speaking, we want to show shape and texture. Texture is considered a more masculine feature that we want to bring out. And as we know, hopefully, or if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, the size of your light, basically, relative to your subject, controls hardness, softness. And since hardness, softness is all about shadows, and shadows are what makes texture, we want to use a relatively hard light when we're photographing men, because that's going to give us texture, right? So, that being said, I'm going to use a beauty dish because it was already set up, and really, frankly, I don't like to set things up. So, I will attempt to say everything I'm using as I go. I will probably forget after this moment, so if I use something and you don't know what it is and you want to know what it is, please ask, I will tell you. This is a Profoto beauty dish on a D2 light. So, just as an aside, whenever we're working with flash, what we want to do is establish that the flash is our only light source, right? We want control with the flash. So the way that we do that, and I do this every time, pretty soon you guys will be able to recite it with me. So maybe we need like a bouncing ball or something online. We'll figure it out. So the way we do this is we set our camera at its fastest shutter speed in which it synchronizes with the flash, which in this case is 250th of a second. This is a Canon 1DX Mark II with a 24-70. You want to set it at your lowest ISO within its normal range. So 100 in this case. And then the third part of this, which is your aperture, will be determined by how bright the space is. At least that's your starting point. If you want to adjust it via style, if you want more depth of field or less, you can obviously adjust. But we want to make sure we have a closed down enough aperture so that the space itself is dark with all these lights. So if you happen to be doing a live stream at Adorama and all these lights are shining at you, you will need to be somewhere around f8 because we do this every week, but I'll pretend like I don't know. So since I don't know, I'm going to just point the camera at Justin. There he is, looking all Justin-y. And I'm going to just adjust my aperture, watching the meter inside the camera. until I am showing myself to be very underexposed. Then I'm going to make a photo. Did you see my stance there? I'm working on that. I was like,
crafting everything.
all right, perfect. We have our black frame. This black frame tells us that none of the light that you're seeing in the space, the light that I'm being exposed with, that you guys can see with, is affecting this camera, which is our photo camera. If you want to be extra super certain, by the way, I am in capture 1. I am going to grab the exposure slider and pull it over until I can see him appear magically. Where is he? There he is. All right. We're about 3.25 stops underexposed. That's pretty good. You don't want to be just a little underexposed because just in case in post, if you want to, thank you, Carlos. Carlos reached out to remind me that he was the one that told me about double tapping on the capture 1. I'll give you full credit. We want to make sure that if we pull our shadows up in post that we'll be able to recover without picking up any of the ambient light because we don't like this fluorescent light mixing in with our lights. Okay, so now step 2, we're going to add our flash. Should we use a light meter? Do you have one for me? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to use a light meter because not everybody has TTL. Ooh. This is the events light meter. Did I do it too soon? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. It's a Sekonic 308X-U. U is for awesome. I'm going to set my, I'm going to put it into flash mode, non-corded flash. I'm going to set my shutter speed at 250. I'm going to set my ISO at 100. I'm going to put the flash meter up at Justin's grill. I'm turning my flash on. Okay, good. There he is. Well, that doesn't sound right. Oh, no? Okay. I'm in corded, not non-corded. I blame Seth for that. Boom. All right, I'm getting F4. I'm going to give myself another stop of light. This is in the A group. Okay, I'm going to add a stop or so of light. Actually, I'm going to give myself almost 2 stops of light. You guys should comment on that. Yep, that's 5, 6. That's F8. Okay. Now we're at F8, a little bit over F8 actually, because I like to shoot a little bit hot. I won't explain why, because later on in the video, somebody will ask in the chat, and I'll have to repeat myself, so I'll say it then. All right, you ready? This is the big one.
Here we go. Try not to ruin it.
All right, here we go. Notice the hat? It's looking good. By the way, the light is further away from him. You may notice that. Why? Because the light is smaller when it's further away. And remember, I want a harder light source. There he is, looking all groovy. I'm going to use groovy all day today because Seth made fun of me. Aha, there he is. Oh, you are looking kind of groovy.
Huh?
All right, you're a little bit hot.
Yeah.
And also, you look very warm. Just a little bit. All right. I am going to make a quick, you don't know where the digital target is, do you?
It's in your tripod.
Oh, it's in my tripod case. Okay. So I did a little quick on-the-spot white balance. Because Justin gets plenty of sleep, I know that I know that the inside of his eyes are white, so I just read it off of that. Right? Now we can see with this light, this is just our starting point here, that we've got texture, right? We can see his beard, we can see the texture on his lips, and we've got some shadow. Now, the exact position of the light is not great at this point, but the idea is there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it to a position that's better. What we want to do is we want to show shape and form. What's that? No, I white balanced off of his eyeball.
No, before you shot.
No, it was on flash, I think. Where's my white balance? On flash. I'm assuming. I actually didn't look. I can't look at everything.
I know.
I mean, what am I doing here?
I wish I could answer your questions, but I don't.
That would require way too much. All right.
That's way too much thinking for me.
This seems good. I'm going to quickly remeter. Everybody remembers where I left the light meter? Over here. There it is. Okay. Bum, ba-da-bum. Okay, it's a little hotter. Why am I not using TTL? Seth has challenged me to not use TTL. He thinks so I'm not using it today. Seconic pays me 5 cents every time I fire the flash meter, so I'm trying to make some money. Daniel's got to pay some bills. Okay. All right, there we go. We're closer now. Quick, somebody asked me if that's Rembrandt lighting.
Yes.
Okay, good. Right, we got more shadow, more depth, but you know.
How would you white balance if you had jaundice?
All right, if you had jaundice, let me know. All right, we're in flash white balance. The way I would do is I would kick it on the background, but you see here, depending on your color gray, this is a cool gray, so he went warm. You could do it by eye. What I would actually do is use my digital target, which I don't have with me. If only there was a store that sold such things. There we go, I'm just gonna do it by eye. Listen, we're wild today. We're not, this is my second demo. All right, yeah, he's looking good. All right, so we got a bit of a, oh, wrong modifier.
What kind of light stands you're using?
All right, so these are C stands. Now notice when you do this kind of light, you want to try to keep a little bit of catch light in the opposite eye so that you're not going so dark on that side. On there, right? So we see we've got some shadow and texture. I'm using C stands. These are Matthews, I think. These are Matthews C stands. Find it kind of standard fare for us. I'm gonna put a little separation light in here though. Hopefully. Oh, that charged fast. That charges very fast. So my other light over here, this is a ProPhoto B1X. Okay. I've got it fitted with a 1x3 strip. Now this one is in my A group. I'm gonna make this one my B group because this is my light. I'm gonna close this up. All right, is that what you were saying before?
Kind of. Yeah.
All right.
I think I might have shifted a little
All
bit.
right.
If you want me to move, I can move.
No, I put you way too close to the background, but that's all right.
You want me to step forward?
Nah, it's fine. Should be good. Yeah, step a little bit forward.
You just messaged me.
A little more.
More?
Good. All right. I'm moving them a little forward because I want to put my background light in there. There we go. All right, so I'm going to set up a separation light. This is the strip, as I noted. I'm going to look at it from here. That looks pretty good. I'm going to meter it. Questions so far? I feel like there should be music playing or something. Is there usually music? We don't usually have music, do we? Yeah, we need a little something. Oh, really? That's what we're playing?
What, the entertainer?
Yeah, the entertainer. That's what, well, we had to go public domain, so. All right, so I'm F4. So when I'm doing a background light like this, all right, let's look. I'm going to try to set it roughly at the same exposure to start with. 6, okay. I'm a little bit under, but that's fine. I'm just going to put that there, which I will lose later. Remind me where it is. And let's get going on this. All right, so we're adding separation. Now, this light's going to rip across. It's going to actually add back texture, right? It's going to come back around. It all comes back around in the end, Justin. Okay, that's overexposed.
Pretty boring stance for me.
I was testing you guys.
God, that was a great smile, too.
I know. Well, you know what? I'll fix it in post.
We'll edit it in post.
All right, I clearly have not had enough coffee yet. I told you we should have started over.
Gotta get one of these, right?
Is that the travel?
Yeah, I just carried it.
So I like it. I've been trying to drink more water.
That's a good thing. You should do that.
I know, but it's not very good. It's not like coffee. Oh, yeah.
It's not the same, I know.
I think what happened here was I turned the light up. Why, you might ask, did I turn the light up? Well, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. So there's a neat thing here. If you are using these ProPhoto remotes and you, oh, I'm sorry, my mom's calling. If you are using these ProPhoto remotes and you do not select any of the channels, it selects all of them. So basically when I brought that light up, I also brought up the front light.
Where's the stop
Okay, so the hair and the key are the same exposure, or the same reading, I should say. There we go. Now we're getting there. All right, I brought this down a smidge. I'm letting the light come across the back. That's actually kind of nice. Bring your nose towards the camera, Dustin. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit, okay?
Want me to bring?
Yeah, bring your nose this way.
Sure.
Yep. I'm gonna bring this up, half a stop. Here we go. All right.
Cheeky.
Right? Cheeky, exactly. So here we're creating this kind of overexposed, though it's not overexposed because we can see detail. When you shoot a light from the back, like this, we're getting that texture, right? It's bringing it forward, right? This is what we want. We want this texture to kind of come forward here. And then we've got our neutral, also very textury, very strong, right? Gives some mood to it. By the way, you see the background's black? You can learn all about that last week. I still feel like it's a tiny bit underexposed, so I'm gonna bring my key light up 3/10. At this point, right, we're adjusting based on how we like it. How you like it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we can play with this a bit, right? We're using this shadow. And this can be very effective for kind of a moody shot of a man, right? It works, it kind of has a certain feel to it, a certain flavor. I still think that's a little bit dark. Oh, I'm doing this thing again where I put the little hand on his face. I'll put my hand on your face. Good. Yeah, there we go. And we see we can move it around. Now, let's have you step over for a second. Paige, come on in. So let's say that's kind of moody, right? You look like a ruffian.
Ruffian.
He's a ruffian. Paige is also kind of a ruffian, but so we're going to use a similar light on her, or the same light. She's a little bit shorter, just a smidge. You can leave your shirt on. This is a live stream. Come on. All right. Look like a ruffian.
I don't actually know what that word means.
Really?
Like a rough person?
Yeah.
Like
Like a punk or.
Like a punk?
Yeah. Does you know what punk means? Okay, good.
No, laughing.
Sorry. Always get the laugh. It's important. That's for me. For later. All right. Looking kind of this way, like you're tough, and you're gonna mug me. That's how you're gonna mug me. You don't look like a mugger. You're not even looking at me.
Wait, look at you.
And then eyes. There we go. All right. I gotta give her a hard time. All right, so we got a few things going on here. Right? This is number one, because she has long hair, and obviously this is versus Justin, right? This just kind of looks dark, right? It doesn't really have that same flavor. In addition, this texture is not necessarily what we're going for, right? Oh, they do have really nice skin. I need to pick somebody with bad skin next time to really show this. But I'm gonna bring this up a bit though. But we're gonna work it a bit. Now, if we were to take your hair on your right side and throw it back behind you, your other right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. All right. All right. So we can see here that her hair is actually blocking this light, so I'm using it to block this. But if we were to do it the other way, put it on that side, right? Good. Right, now we have this harsh light, so now we're closer to, it only took us a few shots when we got there. Takes me a while until I have my coffee, right? Neither one of these is perfect, right? They're kind of rough and kind of imperfect, but with Justin, it kind of works, right? It kind of has this certain feel. This right here is not what you normally want to go for. Right? We don't want this texture here. It's generally, the shadow under here. Wow, you're really nice, right? Following that, you see the difference where this light isn't quite as good for her. That's because for a more feminine light, we want to have more of a wraparound light, a more softer light that kind of hides imperfections and blemishes and really brings out the character. So what we're going to do all right, you ready? Do you want to look creepy?
Yeah.
All right, she's gonna look creepy. We've decided just to go a totally different direction here.
Stealing all my stuff.
I'm stealing Seth's thing. He likes
Stealing all
creepy
my
stuff. All right. So, yeah, there we go. So we can make this work, right? Bring your face like this. There you go. Down. Good. For her, right? If we want to go for this very particular look. All right. So again, now I'm using her hair so we don't get that harsh light on her. And we're going to use some shadow. Right?
Nice shot.
Right? And we can see how she's already, it's looking a little bit cleaner. I moved my key light, if you may have noticed, more to the center. As I move it to the center, we're going to transform those shadows that are on her face and we're going to move them. Right? We're going to move the shadow so it's no longer casting on her face but casting down. And all we have to do that is simply turn this more to the center. Okay, tip it down. Yeah.
It's like a shower.
It is like a shower, like a giant shower. I wish my shower head was that big. All right. Bring your chin up a smidge. There we go. Right. As we move it back towards the center, you see how it's changing? Now, I have the grid on this thing, so it's keeping it kind of a bit dark under her eyes and stuff, but we can quickly take care of that with Brooklyn reflector. This reflector is made in Brooklyn. There you go.
Actually, I made that right here.
He actually was made in Manhattan.
Actually.
It's actually cheaper to manufacture stuff in Manhattan now than Brooklyn, so Seth makes them here. Okay. Good. So, there we go. One thing you want to be sure of when you're using a reflector is that it's actually reflecting. So, I do this because I think sometimes it's hard to see because I don't use the modeling lights. So you can see if I take this away. Right, we're going to bring it back in. Now this is a silver one, so it's going to be very dramatic. No, can you guys see? Or you want the light shut off? They get all moody in here. All right. We're going to clean that up. All right, now we're starting to clean it up. In fact, it needs to be more forward.
Patty says she has a Brooklyn reflector.
What's that? Patty has a Brooklyn reflector.
Oh, your shirt, bro.
She want my shirt?
Yeah. Patty posted your shirt on Instagram.
Oh, I did not see it.
Show no appreciation.
I was obviously not tagged. I was probably tagged. I don't go on Instagram that often. Sorry, guys. Good. There we go. All right, see how I'm bringing it on? I'm cleaning it up little by little, depending on where we bring it. Now, I will say this is still a hard light source, right? So we're getting, you can notice, the page has these like beautiful eyes, but she's got like a lot of lid going on. So what we get there is we're gonna get shadow underneath. What? She has a lot of lid going. That's a shirt right there.
You got a lot of lid.
You got,
So subtle.
well, is the under part called a lid still?
You got a lot of lid, kid.
Keep it up, kid. Wipe off that lid.
You got that
See what
moxie in that
happens.
lid. Jesus.
This is what happens here. People mock me. You know, my mom's watching. All right.
She should watch this.
After this, she's going to send me an email saying, "See, I told you you should have went to business school. Don't look at the light because it's going to be bright." All right. All right. So I'm going to swap this now, right? Each person that you photograph is unique, right? So you want to modify, right? The basic concept of moving into the middle worked really well for her, but because she has a lot of lid, we're going to modify it. Is it not called the lid when it's the bottom part of the eye? I don't know. I call it the lid. I mean, it's still a lid, right? A lid's like a cover. What's that? Oh, the reason why I don't remove just take the grid off is my problem is not that I'm not getting reflection, because the grid's not hitting the reflector. It's that the light source is too hard. I want a softer light. I also want a smoother light. So I'm switching to my softbox here. This is the 24-70. This is my Shimira Pro 2. Love the softbox, by the way. Just for you, I'm going to use it. So I'm going to do two things here. Because remember, ultimately our goal is to get the smooth light, right? Kind of remove the shadows. So depending on who you're photographing, you're going to have to change what you do. So I'm changing what I do. So move slightly this way.
Looks like the scene from Pulp Fiction when they look in the briefcase.
Oh, with the gold and glow.
All right, so because, right, shadow is caused when the light, it's on the opposite side of the light. So if I have my hand here and I light here, shadow's on this side. So since she's got shadow under her eye, I need to make sure that the light is going to scoop up under her eye and not throw that shadow. So I'm going to come forward with this, and I'm going to basically flatten the light slightly. I'm going to switch to TTL. I know. People are asking for it, so let's see what happens. I'm also going to go horizontal. Things are just changing. I don't know what's going on here. All right.
Am I still holding this thing?
Look right at me like you mean it. No reflector, though. Yeah, all right. That feels pretty good. All right. That's okay. You can blink. Okay.
How you doing? I want your talent.
Right? She has a lot of lid. No shadow, though. Right? Now, what we want to do is, right, because we're flattening the light, but the problem with flattening the light on somebody is it's going to leave no shadows, right, which is going to make the face seem more round and deep. So when you're doing this, what we want to do is we want to have our model kind of extend her chin forward, right? Yeah, exactly, like a chicken. Exactly. Have you ever seen a chicken before? That's not how they do it.
He hates me.
Don't judge me. Okay. Right, that's going to help. Oh, that's going to make her brighter. Hold on. Oh, that was good. That was a good one, too.
Is that TTL or no?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it the LED?
I don't know. I'm going to lower the power a little bit. Page is screwing it up. A little bit less. To answer the question, no, I'm in manual. I use TTL to get my basic chicken. My base exposure. There we go. All right. Now, you can see here the difference. I really need a tripod. Right? See the difference there, the shape of the face, the jaw. So we want to keep that in mind when we're doing this. Now, all right, good. We're getting there. Now you see this light is flatter, right? It's more forgiving. Let's add the reflector because, Seth paid me for a sponsorship here, so I got to get, that's good. If you want to buy these, you can get them from Seth online or behind the building. There we go. All right, now we're glamming it up, right? What are we missing? Hair light. We're gonna kick our hair light back on. Give ourselves a little sparkle. Now, before, I matched the key light, and it was kind of bright, right? I don't want that. I want like a more subtle, right? I don't want to distract from her beautiful face, so I'm going to lower the power by a stop. Oh, and she's gonna smile. She's like, I need a new headshot. All right, there we go. All right. She's selling it now. All right, maybe I'll give it a little more power. It did fire, right? Yeah, it did. Okay. There we go. Bring it, bring it. Oh, sorry. Chicken. There you go. All right. There she is. All right. So we can see now, bright eyes, right? We've got just a hint of hair light going on. Let me actually put on the modeling light there so you guys can see it. You see where it's aimed? Look straight ahead. See how it's here? What we don't want to do is that. Never do that. Why? By the way, whenever I say never do something and I take a picture, it's always better than the first picture. So pretend like it's not as good, even if it's better. Just pretend. Oh, she's intense.
Oh, God.
That's terrible.
Never do that.
Yeah, never do that. It's actually better. It is better. I kind of want another one. Perfect. This is exactly what I was going for. All right, let's finish this guy up. Good. Well, with your hair, chin up a little bit. Good. All right, so, and for all the people online, no, I will not stop chopping the top of her head off. Because I like it. Okay, now we have this much different light, right? So let's take a peek. feel like I'm going either really fast or really slow. It's hard to say.
When you say never do that, would that be because maybe it was gonna be all black, like?
No, I said
Or
never
like
do that
fighting with
because,
water?
yeah, never listen to me when I say never do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the reason why I thought it was going to be too bright, but actually the exposure was good. All right.
I thought it would go dark.
No, well, it won't go dark because I didn't change the camera exposure. What's light in the background is this light. It wasn't before because I had the grid. So now we've got, right, more of a big open light. It's very clean, right? Not very many shadows, nice and crisp versus this kind of darker, moodier light. Now we can go bright on a male portrait. Let's have you step in.
Yeah.
All right. So let's swap to Justin.
You should tag each other out.
Yeah, you should tag next time. In fact, if you want to do it just in the middle, just call for it. She'll just run in.
Yeah.
All right. Come a little forward. Keep going.
I need more direction.
I need some
from the
drinks.
lovely lady.
Good. All right, good. All right. So, he's taller, clearly. So I raised the light. But what else did I just do? I backed it up. Why? Because when the light is this close to somebody, I raise it up. Remember, the light's dictating your shadow direction. If I just raise it up on somebody, and it's too close to them, it's going to throw bad shadows. So I'm looking at it, right? I can look. It's weird. When you look, you can kind of see what it's going to look like. I don't know. It's weird.
They're asking for the camera data.
For the camera data, F8, yeah, 250. 250.
250?
All right, good. He's looking good. Nice. All right. Oh, half face. I had a crop on there, I think.
Right now.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Hit Apple R.
I'm gonna hit Apple R.
No, it just didn't. I didn't.
Did I get like a half a shot?
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
That's a first thought.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right?
It looks
Very
good.
weird.
Also, the camera is flashing for some reason. Don't worry, it might not. It might
Couldn't
explode.
handle this.
Yeah, there's too much just.
It's not tethered.
Camera just broke. Like, all right, get
You
this
broke the
guy.
camera, man.
I did, I know.
All right, guys. You're breaking my camera. I'm pulling the battery. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. Do you want another battery?
No, just give it.
I'll pull the compact flash card. Hold on.
That's automatic or-
You have to go like this a couple times.
Sometimes you gotta reset the button.
I'm resetting the buffer.
Ordering a pizza.
Slide through the Instagram scroll for a while.
Exactly. All right.
You can do this for
Phew.
Mhm.
Oh, but I'm back now. Oh, this is what I do. Oh, sorry. I didn't do it good.
So I'm whatever this was.
Whatever. Yeah, you were doing a good job.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know, Paige is slacking off, but Justin's always good. There we go. All right. Clean, right? Not bad. But if we want to emphasize, right? You see how now there's not as much texture and stuff? It's not terrible. It's commercial. It works, right? It's a much more softer, forgiving light. But if we want to, now we'll go back the other way, right? We're gonna roughen it up a little bit. And what we can do is we can leave the softbox here. You don't have to use beauty dishes. And what I'm going to do is change the angle of this light. I want it to scrape across his face like we did before, right? We want to add that dimension. Yeah, like that. Okay, so the lights are set at the same power, I believe. Let me see.
Manual or TTL?
I am in manual. Are you going to ask that every single frame? I remember that you do that a lot. This is what she does, by the way. She's just in the front and asks me if I'm manual or T3. Every single frame she's going to ask me that. She does it every time.
That's why I'm here.
That's why she comes. Every time she does the same thing. I miss you. All right.
Knew it.
Come to OnSet and be harassed. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're at 8.5. And let's see. Yeah, we're about 2 stops.
two stuff different.
Yeah, about 2 stops difference. Let's see what we get here. Okay, so right now, currently, the key light, which is the one on his face, on his grill, there we go, is 2 stops brighter than the separation or hair light, which is over here. Now, stay just like you are, Justin. I'm going to take this background light up 2 stops to match them. right? Now we're bringing back that highlight again. It's a little much. Go down half a stop. Bring your face this way. Good. And we're bringing it back, right? But you can see though, even though I switched this, by keeping this front light soft, it still kind of has that same kind of overall kind of commercial. It doesn't have that roughness that the first shots had, right? Because the light is bigger. The bigger light equals softer light. So if we want to really change it, now what we can do is if we want to use a softer light and we want to still create like more of a masculine-like shot, what we have to do is really think about fall off and how the light drops and direction of light. So if I take my B light, which is my background light, well actually it's my hair light I guess, I turn it off, right? Let me take this out of play for a second. So that's not doing anything. I'm going to take this light here. You can drop that for a second. I'm going to spin this bad boy around. And now, in order to create shadow, right, instead of using a hard light to create like these crisp shadows, I'm going to use the inverse square law or fall off to create dramatic quick shadows with a soft light. And I'm going to do that by moving the light really close to them, right? The closer the light is to them, the faster the light will fall off. So if we come this way, actually, can you kill the lights? Let's try that. We never do that. Let's try something different, right? We can see that when we move the light really close, we can get you have to do this a couple times. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to take my, actually I'm just going to put it back in TTL. I'm going back to TTL now. I'm going to TTL.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
She's the TTL. See, he's ready for it. All right, here we go. I'm focusing. Somewhere there's a focus spot. There it is. Here we go. Right, it's hot. No, actually, I switched back to manual. Switch to manual.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go. All right. All right, so we have the shadow now, right? Well, we got a shadow back, but you notice it's a softer shadow. So this can be used if you still want that kind of drop off in the shadow on the face, but you want it to stay more commercial, right? We don't want to lose detail. We don't want it to be over the top. This is still got that same kind of flavor, right? But if we compare it to this, right? You see the difference? I mean, besides one's a little bit darker than that. One's got a lot more contrast, right? One's like really abrupt. And the other one, it still has the shadow pattern, but it's softer and kind of creamier, right? So you can still do it with the soft light. You just have to, you take into consideration, this is going to be a lot more commercial, and that's going to be a lot more kind of editorial style. Like this in and of itself probably wouldn't work. It's a bit much, which is why I added the background light or the separation light. This you could actually get away with. This is not terrible. Not terrible. There we go.
Model could be better.
I mean, it could always be better. All right, so I'm going to fire this light back up. Let's get the secondary light back in. All right, let's see.
What kind of mood we going for this one?
Let's go from mysterious.
Mysterious?
Yep. I'm going back to TTL. Okay. And as would be typical when you heavily backlight something with TTL, right, it's going to overexpose. I only have the backlight turned on, by the way.
It does a lot, right? It happens to me a lot.
It does in that scenario, yeah. Okay, okay. So I'm going to go here,
Mysterious as in
manual.
terrible eyebrow raise.
Exactly. Got the eyebrow going on.
Mysterious as in, why did he do that?
Why did he do that? Or what is he about to do? So go this way, mysterious, a little more. There we go. So currently I'm only firing this background. There we go. So, what did I just do there? I have no idea what I did. Okay, there we go. All right. And now we've got this kind of moody light coming from the back. Again, texture-y, right? The only light that's hitting this side of his face is literally this is a reflector. You could just use this as a reflector, but you really should get Brooklyn reflectors. But we could also turn this on if we wanted more control. I could also use a reflector. I could do that. Page view hold reflector. Yeah, there we go. I'll shoot them both together. Okay. So Paige is showing you how to not use a reflector. So if I'm walking around New York and I see you all out there doing photo shoots and you're holding your reflector like this, I'm gonna come over and say something. So this is the light, right? This is where the shadow is.
I think she didn't know whether to use the silver or the white. He was
I didn't
waiting
know
for
a
you
lot
to
of
tell
things. Thank you.
Go ahead and hold like that. Don't worry, you're not the first person to do that. Actually, look back towards the reflector. You can reflect on this. Okay, that's not terrible. Hold on.
Bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, look towards the light again so we can see the difference.
I'll do the light.
Yeah, yeah. Look into the light, a little bit less. More towards me. Right there. Oh, now you do look suspicious. There we go. So now we got a little reflector. And we are using the silver reflector because it took Seth like an hour to make it. So
For you.
he was tediously squeegeeing it down. No, because the silver is going to be more specular. And that's going to help with our highlights, which is going to add contrast. And we want contrast with the male lighting, right? So let's do the same thing. Let's have Paige jump in. Hey, Paige.
Yeah, hey. Oh, wait, yeah.
Yep, tag in. All right, perfect. No, just go a little bit this way. Physically move yourself. There you go.
Yeah,
You got it.
fine.
You got it. All right, in.
That way?
Yep. Now, what we can do with the reflector, right? We want our light to come from above, right? So if I move the reflector down, you see the shadow. You probably can't see it. Can they see the shadow if you do that?
What?
Can you see her?
You're looking at it right there. You look at
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it right there. Yeah, you can see it. So I'm going to come like this. You see how I adjust the light? You see it on her face?
Yep.
We want it to be like that. Because look at that. Oh, that's terrible shadow. Look at how nice that shadow is. Yeah.
It's right there.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
Look all moody. All right. Right? Now we've got this similar shot as this. I'm going to Photoshop them together like they're looking at each other. I'm just going to like flip. Yeah, I don't know how to flip it, so I'm not going to. If I knew how to flip it, I would do it, but I'm not going to. All right, again, each person's a little bit different. She's got a little more olive in her skin, so I got to up the exposure a bit. Actually, less light's going past you because you have all your hair blocking it. So go ahead and pull the hair back. Now this light's going to hit her face, which again is probably not going to be ideal, but we'll see. There we go, right? Again, not perfect. Let's say we want to make this light nicer for her. What's the problem here? It's a little too contrasty, right? So let's lose the reflector. Let's turn back on the A light. I mean, it is very expensive, and here I am not using it, right? And I'm going to actually dial this thing in. I'm going back to TTL. Okay. All right. Yep, right at the light. Yep. I'm just going to fire the key light. It's going to be really bright, as always. One day before one of these, I'm going to come in and actually install the new firmware on these lights, so I'm not. All right, so I'm going to go to manual. I'm going to drop this a 1.5 stops. Okay, let's try it again. I'm on manual. Okay. There we go. Now she's lit, I should say. She's lit. We'll turn my B light on. You're lit. Now we can see that when I do this, I'll tell you right now. Actually, I'm not going to say it's going to look bad because we know what happened last time I said that. So we'll just say, this could potentially look good or bad. It's really unknown at this moment. Yeah, it's bad. Okay, so I'm going to take my B light and I'm going to bring it down 1/2 stop. I don't want so much hair light. And also, I'm going to bring my A light down 2/3, right? Well, there you go. You got it. You're working it. There we go. Wow, everything looks so much brighter on the TV, isn't it? I'm like pushing the edge of this. I have detail, but I think so that it'll look better for you guys, I'm going to actually drop the key a bit. There we go. There we go. So now again, we have the flatter light. She looks sad though. Why do you look so sad? Why are you so sad, girl? Oh no. Wow. No, but now he's back. Let's shoot them both together. All right.
Together?
Right. So I wasn't planning on doing that, but people are asking for it, so we're going to do it because hey, people online, you guys get nothing in the store. If you do online, they get everything. All right. If you are forced, like I am right now, to shoot them together, that's perfect. Both of you. Not really, but if you are forced to shoot them both together, you're going to favor the women. Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Because generally speaking, that's the most important person, let's be honest. Okay, so we're going to definitely get the better light on her. We'll worry about him later. Who cares, right? Yeah. So I can actually see by looking at this that if I was lazy, and I am, and I don't want to change anything, she's standing in light that's not going to be perfect for her. He's actually in good light for her, so I'm just going to swap them.
Perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Exactly it. Now she's got this creamy light coming across. He's got this like punchy hard light. And what I'm going to do is, this is probably going to be too bright. Let me use the light meter again. I'm still in manual. Okay. I'm just going to use the light meter to make my life easy, hopefully. All right, we are at 250. Okay, that is 8. That is 11 and a half. I want her to be a little bit bright, so I'm going to be a little hot on this side. Yeah, all right. I have him at 8 and her at 8.2 for people who are keeping track. He's got this ripping backlight. A backlight is almost always going to look a little overexposed, so he may, in theory, look brighter than her. Okay. I'm going to find, if you have to pick a person to focus on, you focus on the woman, exactly. Okay. There we go. Right? He's eyeballing her. All right, so he's like, I'm a creep.
Yeah, right?
All right, so we have a few things going on here, right? So see, he's taking that like not perfect light and it's working. We're gonna clean her up a little bit, see what we have here. This is the shadow, right? Because her hair is throwing a shadow on that side of her face. So either we need to move her hair, which is fine, you can do that, or turn your face slightly, or a combination of both. Okay, good, exactly. Yeah, see, there it is. There's a hole in your hair. It's right there. Fix it. There you go. Perfect. Hair holes are the worst. All right. All right, let's see. I'm going to give her a little bit more light. And again, just so you know, he's actually reading half a stop darker than her. So this is where like angle of reflection makes a difference, right? Also, I'm going to have you come, oh, look at you all. Come a little closer like you guys like each other. There we go. Like your friends. Not the show. Not the hit TV show. There we go.
Friends, too.
All right, we're getting cleaner light. And I think what we need to do now is get a little bit, what's that? Move this. I'm going to get a little bit of a reflector in here. I think I'm going to have to use a third light because...
You might have lost Facebook.
Oh no, I lost Facebook.
And it says friends.
I need help. I'm in manual.
Okay.
All right, you see how I see I'm doing exactly what I said not to do? That's okay.
Exactly.
I can do it. Because I can't do this, right? This is what I normally would do because we would block the audience
Yeah,
and you guys would hate that. So we're going to go like this. If you guys are working with an audience, you have to consider that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This looks pretty good. Hold that for a few minutes. All right, here we go. Questions so far? No.
Asking why you wouldn't just make it a deeper depth of field to get both in focus.
There we go. That's a good job with the reflector, right? Now, you know what else we need is an out box.
Yeah.
But we don't have one. So,
Sandbag.
nah, I don't want her to fall over. I feel like she needs a little bit of a hair light, like she's getting gypped, right? And we know that by adding an extra light, we'll get paid more, so we're gonna get another light. I have a B2 over here. This is the ProPhoto B2. I'm gonna plug it in, I'm hiding in the back. So somebody asked online why I would not just close down the lens and get more depth of field so they both are in focus. Yeah, I would do that. I was joking, I guess. At least I find myself funny. I don't know. But anyways, even if you did do that, there's still always only one absolute spot in focus, no matter what. So keep that in mind. All right, so here we are back here. I'm going to set this one up as my C light. Remember, I want each one of these in its own group so I can control them separately. I'm also going to use a beauty dish, and the reason why I'm going to use a beauty dish is because she's beautiful. But actually, it's because it was sitting on the ground over here. But it has a grid on it, which is actually perfect, because this is going to help me control it, because I do not want it to necessarily hit Justin. All right, let's do that. Let's go like this, because you look good. I'm going to throw on my modeling light. Look forward for me, Paige. Is that forward? Forward to where the camera would be eventually. Thank you. That was good, though. All right, that's good. All right, so I'm looking.
Forward is anywhere.
I know, forward could be anything depending on where I'm standing. All right, she's looking good. This is definitely Friends Part 2.
Friends part two.
They can see you.
All right, so I'm just going to do my backlight. And I know, I'm going to do it one more time.
More reflective now?
In TTL. I'm going to go in TTL, okay?
Can I ask you, why are you switching back and forth?
Why am I switching back and forth? Mostly just to harass you. I mean, if there's anything that I do in life, it's generally to harass
I
people.
also think my eye twitched, so it's totally cool that was in the dark.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm setting up a separation light for Paige. And what I'm doing is I just switched to only that light so I could see, number one, where it's falling, and it actually hits them even with the grid on it, but it still looks pretty good. It's way too bright, as always, because when you're backlighting something and use TTL, it's gonna overexpose it. So I'm gonna drop the power, 2 stops. Now I'm using all my lights again. Here we go, this is a good one. Here we go. Oh, that's not terrible. Hold on, let's take a breath. Not too bad. All right, let's get a good shot here. Go ahead and look towards, bring your face towards her, Justin, slightly. Right? Now I'm doing this because I want to get that light. Remember, he's got light all coming from the side. I want to make it look as good as possible. You want to do the chicken thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and up a little bit. Duck face or whatever it's called. Yeah, there we go. Not duck face. All right, here we go.
You could do a duck face.
Don't do a duck face. Just looks a little confused. Right. All right, let's do one more where you're
Take a step back closer.
If she should take a step back because her head's large? Who's saying that? Yeah, what I could do, this is a question online about my position. I'm in close because I'm trying to get this kind of intermittent, interesting shot. I'm at like 35. If I drop to 70 and take a step back, it will actually, put your chin out. It will actually, flatten the perspective between the two of them by a bit. So you can see the difference. That's at like almost 35, and then, see? Yeah. Yeah, he turns his head when you switch. That's the difference. I don't have a tremendously long lens, okay. Questions about that? That was them together. We're favoring the more feminine lighting for this. Questions? Thoughts?
Everything would be in focus, or
Mm-mm.
no?
Everything is in focus, I'm sure. No, not really. You could close down. The reality is that only one person's ever really going to be in focus.
If they're not on the same level, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pick and choose here. So we could just go, just to make life easier, because I don't feel like changing everything for this one quick question. I'm going to go to ISO 400, and I'm going to go to f16. So I'll give myself more delta, right? Because, yeah, math. So if you need to, you can close down. Now he's sharper, and so is she. Okay? That makes everybody happy? That's not terrible, actually. Not terrible. All right, let's go back to singles. Questions. Nobody has questions today? Am I being super clear, or am I just all over the place again? I think I'm all over the place a little bit. Yeah, all right.
Page looks great, and then you got a creep behind.
Yeah. Well, as always, that's basically it. He's like this cool dude, and she's like, I'm not having none of that. So, let's go into, normally, I'm going to do it because I say it every single time that I do one of these. Generally, though, when I'm lighting female subjects, I like to light them from the center. We haven't done that at all, really. I move the light more in the middle, but really what we want to do is light from the center to give ourselves good control of shadow. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to switch back to the beauty dish because she's beautiful, right? And I'm going to move it over here.
Shall I tag myself out?
Yes.
Tag him. Enjoy.
All right, I'm going to take my beauty dish. People love to watch me do this live, so I'll do it. Kill myself. Basically, I'm using a C-stand. I'm going to boom this guy out. It'd be nice to have a sandbag, so I will grab one. Yep. If you're going to do this kind of stuff, come forward a tiny bit for me. Thank you.
I did a whole thing.
Seth just did a whole video about how to use a C-stand. Where is it? Instagram TV? Yeah, IGTV. All right, so we've got our beauty dish. It's pointed right at our grill. It's in the center. What that's going to do is it's going to control our shadows, right? It's going to keep our shadows back behind her. It's going to narrow her face a bit. I got the grid on it. I'm going to raise it up a smidge. That's probably good. All right. Let's get the meat.
Asking why you did the ISO change to show the depth of field.
So I changed my ISO to change the depth of field, so I didn't have to change my flash power because I was being lazy. Does that make sense? Should I explain that more, or am I going too high? So basically, if your camera is set at f8, and you want to get 2 more stops of depth of field, you could either turn the flash up 2 stops, or you could give yourself 2 stops of ISO. And since I wasn't going to keep the lights there, I just decided it would be faster to do that. I rarely do that, and I wouldn't do it on a job. I would change the flash power, but
You don't think 400 is enough even still?
no, I never shoot a 400 ISO. I don't know why you're standing like that.
I don't know. I'm gonna stop them.
Yeah. All right, so all my lights are out. I'm going to come back and just use the beauty dish, which is my C group, just to confuse myself. All right. There it is. So I'm back to ISO 100. I'm going to meter 562. You're looking good, Paige. Okay. All right, so this light is going to be a little more centered on her. So you're going to look right towards, yep, perfect. Oop, what happened there? All right. Back at f8. I am now at a 70 millimeter. I am in manual. She's ready for it. Okay. All right, a little hot.
The eyes.
But her eyes are popping. Popping and blocking. No, was it popping and
Popping and locking.
popping and locking. Thank you, Seth. It's been a while.
That's what the kids are saying.
That's what the kids are.
84.
All right, there we go.
Stop laughing.
All right.
Can I-
You look a little bit like Fiona Apple. Doesn't she have like one of her album covers look like this? All right, so here we are with throwing the shadows directly behind her. She's got a still chick in it. There you go. But up a bit. Good, good, good. Right? And we can see that even though we've got the hard light back, right? This is actually very flattering because it's kind of blowing back all the shadow, right? We're not seeing a lot of texture because it's kind of going straight back, right? It's where the angle of your light is also very important. Now we can use the reflector again.
Reflector.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, if you want to. Here's Justin on the reflector. Woo! All right. Let's see. So
So where do you want me
you want to make sure you can actually reflect. I don't know if you'll be able to be honest with
to
you.
from here?
No, you're not getting anything. So with the grid on there, reflector is ineffective. Unless I want to move my light. And oh, don't want to drop that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a clamshell lighting. So that basically means that it's one light above, one light below. This is not the up-down lighting. This is something different. Oh, you know what makes this really easy? A small C-stand. Woohoo! Oh, hold on. We had one a second ago.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, there it is. Okay. We're upgrading here, guys. Every week for you. This is a baby C stand. I want to use the giant box. Maybe take the knuckle off. It'll be too tall.
Okay.
Yeah. She's only a little thing. Paige is petite. Yeah. Okay, this might be a problem. People are already seeing that it's a problem. Nah, it'll be fine. Listen, you don't actually have to see your subject. No, I'm not using the strip.
Okay.
One thing that's important is never change your mind. I never back down.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just going for it. There is not going to be a change here.
That's why
No
I
matter.
love sharing the studio with you. It's a lot
Yes.
of fun. A lot of fun.
I will make it work.
I will make this work.
All right, we're clamshelling it.
You're blocking it.
I'm blocking and rocking, hopping, popping. All right, so I'm at 5.6. That's one stop under the key light. Hey, listen, we just try to have a good time. All right, so I'm one stop under on this. Let's just see if it looks all scary because it's only the bottom light. That doesn't look that scary. All right. She's a little scary, but not too bad. And she doesn't have any of that under lid shadow stuff. What did I say? Lid? Nah, I forgot what I said now. When we were gonna. You got a lot of lid. That's.
Jeez, man.
I gotta tag the.
You need to
I'm working on some T-shirts.
oil or something.
Listen, I say a lot of stuff. All right, here we go. Both lights are back on. I'm in manual. Okay, it's hot. By a smidge. Actually, that's pretty good. I know, you guys like it darker. Oh, you have like a little thing between your lips. That's nice. All right. It's called something, I don't know. Seth knows what the shit's called. Stuff's called, sorry, Mom. All right. I like it like this, but I know you guys don't like it when it's too hot, so I'm gonna bring them down each 0.2 of a stop. All right, here we go. All right, this is the one. You're feeling it, right? Chicken. Good. There it is. Clean jelly bean. And it's even in focus, which is a pretty good achievement for me. Oh, yeah, how do you do that again?
You hit P, and
Yeah.
it changes the tool.
You hit P and it changes.
Or you could hold spacebar, and it changes to the hand tool.
Oh,
So if you
I
zoom
will-
in, you can hold spacebar and just go like that. Or you can zoom in.
that is way too complicated. All right, that's cool. But thank you for showing me. We need to finish this, though, with a little bit of panache. So we're going to turn this light on. It's already on. I'm just going to turn it on here. This is my B light, which is my hair light. Now, I want you to know that when you're this far into the shoot and like you're doing a live stream and there's an audience here and you're all kind of watching, it would make sense to do a light meter reading on the back light. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go for it. Clean. What I would like, though, is to cover your other shoulder with the green. So we can get, see, look at that, it's almost the exact same color of her eyes. We planned that.
Compare with that with the previous?
I could do that. You don't think it did anything? It might not have, to be honest. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's a hair light.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Relax. Breathe. There you go.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
All right, so there we go. Hair light. See it? You like that, right?
Yeah.
Your hair really takes a hair light nicely. Yeah. You're very photogenic. You should be a model. Let me give you my card. Chin, chin, chin. There we go. All right. Perfect. I locked that in so I got the green on both sides. But there was a little too much skin in the first shot. All right, this is good. Nice and even, right? Flat light. Not showing really a lot of texture, but has a decent amount of pumpy contrast, right? Her eyes are bright. Her skin looks fresh and clean. I mean, for people watching online, she looks terrible in person. No, that's good. All right, Justin, let's see you in there.
Sure.
So let's switch
Take off the cool.
to the dude. Oh, the cap's going off.
Yeah.
Boom, tag
Press
out.
on and on.
No.
Try some different.
Let's mix it up, a different look.
I was thinking of doing a nude shoot.
All right, we'll do that. Yep. All right, come forward. All right, so Justin's a little taller. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? To go into my normal I'm lazy mode, I'm just gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna shoot up at him.
You just see the difference.
Right?
Pretty cool looking.
I know it's pretty cool looking. I wouldn't have done it. What's that?
He's taller, so he's closer to the
Yeah, he is a little closer to the light. Not bad, right? So, it's a little, Seth does not like it that hot. Okay, so, what's happening there? I'm shooting up at him, right? And, you know, where you stand, height-wise, really affects the vibe of the shot, right? So, I'm giving him power by me being lower than him, right? Which also, you know, is generally something that you often do with male subjects. You want to give them power, you know, that's like a thing, right? Now, we could do the same thing with her, but she was too short for the light, so I can't do it. Unless you get up on a chair.
I could do that.
She's gonna get up on a chair. And anybody willing to get up on a chair, we're doing it. Yep, go for it. Jump on a chair. All right, you're done, man.
chair?
That was easy.
That was it?
Yep.
One?
Come on. Oh, you want to do it too? Let's do one more.
Jeez.
Left down.
Nah, it's all right.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna bring the light up
Actually,
taller.
Humbled that you're doing this now.
I'm totally doing it. All right, so I'm gonna bring the light up though, so it won't be as hot. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, nice. Wow. Done. Why do you guys thanks for coming?
Trying to get through
Exactly.
breaks. Trying to be a good cop.
All right, jump in there.
Okay. Which chair?
What's the safest chair to stand? Oh, there's like.
Be Dexter.
That is like
All right, do not fall because this is being recorded,
Okay.
and you know Adorama doesn't have any insurance for this.
that looks like a profile picture right there.
It does.
Like,
That's totally.
Stand, not kneel. Confirming here.
Oh yeah, stand. Well, I mean, if you nail on the chair, you'll be the same height as you were before.
Listen, I don't know.
I know. In each one of these sessions, I always see how far I can push the model. I feel like at this point, we've got her on a chair. I mean,
You don't know. It could be the
she's fine with it.
greatest shot ever.
Do his knees.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna raise the light. All right, I'm raising the light. Perfect. You might just be a smidge too tall. Perfect. No, don't fall. Because I refuse to change it. So look down at me and extend your chin like forward though. Like, yeah, exactly. Okay, well we're getting an ugly background, but that's okay. Might go black anyways. Yeah. Right? Statuesque, powerful page.
I feel like I was looking down.
You were looking down on me, as always.
Wow.
You're liking that, right? One more. We'll do one more because you like, get that chin out though. Remember, when everybody's looking down at you, there's a risk of the chin looking, and then like loosen the jaw. That's it. That's it. There you go. All right. You do look mean. Do you want to look happier?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she gets 3?
There you go. Done. Happy. All right. No. That's actually not bad.
Oh, no, give her 4. It's fine.
Horrible. I'm like,
You didn't get on a chair.
How would I get on the chair? What happens if I get on the chair?
All right. Here we go. You looking happy? All right. There we go.
no, they're so bad.
They're so bad. You wanted to smile. I don't know what's going on.
It's my eyeballs. I think
There's a lot of lid.
lid.
There's a lot of lid on those eyeballs.
Yeah, what the heck?
Do you want to get on the chair?
lid. Yeah, let's try it.
Right.
What happens if I get on this chair now?
Wow. Actually, can you?
Hysterical. I should get out of the way.
How can you lean forward without like falling on your butt? There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you want me to be your spotter?
Yeah.
I guess just in case, right?
Here.
I have no idea what we're doing right now.
I don't know.
Well,
Let's just
this-
see what we get, right? I'm about to throw down the fucking best rap album of all time. What am I doing? You see my position?
All right.
Don't curse.
All right. You
I'm
can't.
sorry.
All right. Well, it's a rap album. Okay. So
It's like, just look.
we definitely went in a bad direction there. All right. Jump down. All right. So Where are we at? Okay.
Where are you going?
Any questions? We went off course a little bit there.
What's the F stop? That's the question.
Wait. Why do I look like I'm about to murder somebody?
That's the look.
That's great.
F8. Okay. I have no idea what happened there.
I don't know what happened there either.
Okay, so anyways, let's go back to this for a second. So what we want to do is, this gave me an idea though. That was good stalling for me to figure out what I want to do. I want to do a double, right? We did that double where we're kind of like making the woman look better, right? But let's do one where they're each lit in a way that works for them, right? So let's put a nice kind of soft light on her and a bit of a harder light on him and finish up with the double.
I want to dig a hole in the floor so they can go low this time.
No? Is that not what we're doing?
Listen, Seth, I gotta do something here. You kill me. All right, so we're gonna do kind of like a, the shot here is gonna be like almost like a shoulder, back-to-back shoulder thing. Yeah, like come over here.
Yeah, like your kids that solve the crime together.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like
Yes, yeah.
best friends. Friends. This side.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Now,
We're roommates.
and they solve crimes. All right. All right. All right, so I'm gonna flip this back, hopefully without killing myself.
I feel like this needs to be like a look at each other, like
Yeah, oh yeah, oh you're gonna
like
do that?
one of those like cheesy like sitcom things.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. That's the shot. Come forward a little bit though so I have room. All right, good. Now, we're good, that's perfect. And let me see how you're gonna do it. Perfect, all right, so.
We're good. Nice job.
So, we're gonna, oops, I may have broke it, that's all right. Here we go, moving the light over. I'm no longer blooming, so I'm taking my sandbag off. That's the only sandbag in Adorama. If somebody wants to buy a sandbag, they have to come take that one.
We only got one light we can use on an arm.
All right, so I want to hit him with a nice hard light. I think I'm gonna do it kind of from the back like this. Again, showcasing his bone structure. What's that? Yeah, I'm gonna take this out. Anyways. This one I'm going to flip to a softer light for her. I guess I could have left it on the stand. Now, I don't want you to be offended because you're short in stature that I'm using a short stand for you.
Oh, I'm not
It
good.
just happens to be on there.
It's okay.
Accepted it.
I accept it. I accept my height.
All right. It's the perfect height for you. Okay. So, I'm now using my soft box because the soft box is soft, yep, on her. Gels. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's too short still. You are too tall for the short. No, it's very fine. It's going to be too short, right?
Well,
No, it's good. Yeah,
you want to get another like 4 inches out of it?
that would be ideal, yeah. Nah, we'll try it.
Want to do it?
Oh, yeah, I would like another 4 inches. Thanks, Seth.
It's kind of like a. No, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Well, I didn't need it on the other one because it was already too tall.
Hold on, don't.
I'm not doing it.
Go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, here we go. Let's see it again.
Oh yeah, we're
All right. All right, so because she's bringing her chin up like that, I'm going to actually come a little taller with the camera because otherwise it will be like she got punched in the jaw, right? So I'm going to be like up like this.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. You're good there. You know what? I think I need the light to be even taller, Seth. Let me see. Don't go
I
quite so
don't
back
have
with
to
your
go
chin.
do that.
Yeah, just go a little bit. Yeah, like that's good. Come back a little bit with your face. I would. Can you stand on the sandbag without falling?
Hell yeah. I just stood on a chair.
You can do this.
It's
Got
sand.
this. It's sand.
If you guys want to donate an Apple box or something, I mean, it's not like we're a multi-million-dollar business. Everybody has a spare Apple box at home.
Then it comes out of stock. Like, oh, it's open.
No.
All right. So we're. All right, let's try it.
You're saying Vanessa Joy should be here.
Vanessa Joy could be here.
She could be here. You don't know.
All right, guys, here we go. Something's happening here. I kind of wish I had a ladder. Actually, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to be up on a chair. Oh. I'm going to stand on the chair. Why is that firing? Oh, it's just a beep. Okay. I was like, why is it firing late? 8.5. Let's see. All right, so I'm bringing my background light down. Now, again, because the light is backlighting him, I don't want it to be overexposing because it's always going to look brighter. So I want that light to be at the best equal exposure to my key. Okay, that's good. All right, I think we're good. So right now, this light is set at a little bit over the key, the setting, so it's f8.3-ish. This one coming from the back is 4.5, so almost 2 stops under, and the hair light is set as the same as the key. I'm gonna come up on a chair. Yeah. Listen, if you guys can do it.
This is it. This is the end of Daniel.
This could be the last OnSet episode. All right. And as always, as a photographer, when you get up high on something, you then have to squat because it's never the right height. All right. Come a little closer with your, like Justin, go back hard, like, there we go. That's good. There we go. Oops. Okay.
I'm the straight man, all right?
Beauty dish around.
Yeah, we got to bring it around more.
What do you want to do? You want to do like a this?
Yeah, I think so. I was going to go for a heavier backlight, but I think I like it with a little more panaz, and I actually need to give it a little more power. So we're bringing the beauty dish up a stop, and Seth's rotating it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we'll try that. Okay. Oh, I chopped off the top of Justin's head. Ah, there we go. We're getting closer. Now, I need some more power. I'm judging it off that.
you want to do it from your hand, just like back it.
Where are you at?
We're at 7-1.
That's another stop. I'll go 2 stops. I've been overexposing so much today, I feel like you guys... I brought it up 2 stops. Let's see.
Oh, you're at 9-1. Okay.
Let's try it. All right, let's see one more time. I'm going to go a little wider on this, kids. All right, so you got to be looking up towards me. Do your thing. Are you doing the thing?
That was, yeah.
You're not allowed to change it up because we just moved the light for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, now it's a little hot.
Hot, yeah.
Well, we need a...
Hold on, that's good.
Somebody needs to label that.
Yeah, but drop this again, and then just kick in from the back
Yep.
straight forward.
Do it.
Yep. I'm doing it with white though.
All right, white's good. There we go. All right. I feel like we need color gel in the background or something.
All right, so.
Hold on, is that hair light?
Wait,
Oh.
let me gel this. We'll swing it to the back.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what it's doing because it was barely ripping across. One more time, guys. Oh no, it was doing a lot. I can't do that. We need another light.
If we don't do this wash this way, move it back. Swing
I'll just
it
add
to the
another light.
background,
I'll just add another light because you know why I'm going to add another light, guys?
You get paid more.
You get more when you use more lights, right? So let's put one more light up. Who wants to see one more light?
Do you want to do a gel?
Okay. What's that?
Do you want to do a gel?
Yeah, let's do a gel.
What do you want to do?
We're doing it. No, I got gels. Okay. Yeah, I got gels. Okay, so I'm coming back here. I'm hiding from the back, guys. Sorry. I'm grabbing my other B2 head. I'm going to throw my grid.
See you and they can hear you, but they can't talk.
Oh.
Facebook, Facebook shot.
No. All right, guys. Sorry that the feeds are all over the place. What should we go with? Turquoise?
Guaranteed it's cold out.
Peacock blue?
Oh, yeah, like 70.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I'm going peacock blue.
Yeah, blue will be good.
I mean, I always get the question, how you make the background blue, so we're going to...
That is like the number 1 question.
Where's the number 1 question? How do you make the background blue?
Make the background blue.
What's weird is that Savage doesn't sell like all their blue paper every day because everybody always wants blue backgrounds. All right, here we go. I'm going to throw this guy on another stand. Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Just let the YouTube chat know that it's disconnected.
Hey guys on YouTube, you are disconnected from being able to talk apparently, so I apologize. You can write Seth directly via email and he will answer all your questions.
Just say they can write comments.
You can just write comments in the bottom. If you guys write comments, I will check them out and hopefully Facebook, we're trying to recover. I think it's because it's cold here in New York. All the lines are frozen. We're in a polar vortex.
Our Wi-Fi is just like the trains. It's like bad weather.
I'm right behind you.
Dude, yesterday when I was walking, I would go on my phone. First off, I'm using an MP3 player.
It's important that when you're putting this much light around somebody, that you don't tell them that there's like tons of voltage coming out of this, so that they don't get nervous.
You want C and D?
D? Yeah, this was on D. I'm just gonna leave it at 9, even though it goes to 11. No, it does. Oh, sorry, I couldn't do it. I almost did the go to 11 thing. I'm not gonna get back up. Yeah, I am. I'm getting back up on the chair.
I so hate it. I'll never say go to 11 ever again.
I love it. Okay, here's the problem I'm gonna have is that the stands, boom. Oh, you might have blinked. Yes, you did. Huh.
I love the blue background. It's even more sitcom-y.
You want to pitch it?
Yeah, let's get a pitch going. I'm gonna turn the power down. Actually, can you turn the power down?
What do you want to do?
It's D. Let's drop it a stop. Let's get a pitch. All right, excited, guys?
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on here.
We're just playing now.
This was not at all what I planned. I said it as if I actually planned something. There we go. Yeah. Now we need the reflector. Well, it's also still a tiny bit hot.
You need a reflector?
I think so. She's a little dark.
Or you want to bounce it off of this?
I want her kicked in, yeah.
She's got to step out a little bit.
Or what about this? I'll do it.
There, that should.
Yeah, let's try that.
And you feel like.
Oh, I got the light in the shop. It's okay. There we go. One more. Let's actually get good expression. Good couple.
Oh, calm it down.
I was going to shoot 2. All right, here we go. Okay. Here we go.
There you go.
There it is. All right. So, all right.
Cousins.
But they also fight crime. All right. So this somehow became the shooting a small group shot. So that's what happens sometimes when we're here. But yeah. Any questions? I know that went a little all over the place, as it often does.
Can I just,
Yes.
shooting a few people in a group, how, like, unless they cannot be on one line, how can you make it so that it's mostly in focus?
All right. So how can you get people, if you're shooting multiple people, how do you get more of them in focus? Step back. The most important factor in depth of field, or yeah, I'd say the most important, is your distance to subject. So if you're shooting a group, make sure you step back a bit. Use a like a 50 or something instead of a 35, and step back a little bit. The further you are away, the more depth of field you will have. So that's how I would do that. I think these guys are probably both in focus. I mean, that's f8. That's acceptable focus on both of them. But yeah, if you're shooting a group, you're going to want to back up to get them more in focus. Maybe shoot f11. Again, you don't want eventually it starts to become bad to close down too much because lenses, at the back end are not the sharpest. So yes.
With the B2? Without the
What?
softbox?
Without this,
Yeah.
well, if I do that, then she'll be in shadow.
Oh, should be in the shadow.
Yeah, this box right here is completely lighting her. I'll quickly do it so you guys can see. Just so it's clear what all the lights are doing. I know we set them all up really quickly. If I turn off my, it's A, right?
Okay.
If I turn this off, yeah, well, it's not going to reflect anything.
Well, I got that strip.
Okay. Right? That's without the key light. This is probably the most important light of the whole thing. We definitely don't want to turn that off, If I only had one light, that'd probably be it. I'm also standing on a chair, feeling kind of powerful.
What if you would move it towards the middle more?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Are you in TTL?
This isn't move the light around. Okay.
You done?
Questions that don't involve me turning the light on and off or changing or moving its position, that are actually relevant to not just move the light. Any? No. I mean, why? I mean, no. I mean, I don't want to give you a hard time, which I do. But what's the point of asking me to move the light? If you just want to know what a light looks like and move it around different, then you should go home and set up a light and move it around. I mean, I think it's not a bad idea. Not right now, obviously.
Go home and do it yourself.
I mean, the reality is that it's always going to be different, right? You can't look at a photo and be like, oh, okay, so if the light's here, it looks like this, because everything's different. The way they turn their head, how all the other lights are, the space that you're in. So if you want to get more in tune with that, you just got to kind of do it in different scenarios and see. Just moving the light over is not going to do much. It would block my camera, number one, and get more light on him. But yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time. I give her a hard time. I'm going to get lots of comments about that. All right, any questions though? Is there anything you want to see separately? Did this kind of make sense on some level? If not, we did one 6 months ago. You can watch it. It was much better. No, I'm just kidding. We did actually do one 6 months ago.
Do they record or not?
What's that?
Do they record
Yes, this was recorded, so you can watch it online and see what the heck I was
The
doing.
whole library.
Okay,
of
this-
all these on
yeah.
Every platform we have.
So
They still saving it.
yes, they're saving and they're on YouTube. So if you guys have seen these before, Adorama TV is where they're streamed. We record them and they stay. So I'm going to wrap up unless there's no other questions. And nobody can ask questions online, right? So I don't have.
Chat's good, it's good.
I have no. If there's not another question, nothing. Last chance.
Tell anyone on Facebook to watch the part they missed, that they can still hear you. To go
Yeah.
to
So
YouTube.
Facebook, if you can hear us, go on to YouTube. You can catch that part you missed. It's all staying up online though, because we did lose the thing a little bit. But YouTube, Adorama TV, Facebook, Adorama. You can see this stuff. I'm Daniel Norton. Next week, I will not be here, but I'm going to stream on my channel. So if you guys don't follow me, Daniel Norton Photographer. I'm going to stream at the same time from my studio.
Sharky.
Yeah, I'm sharking it. So yeah, I'm going to stream every Thursday. I said that was my commitment for 2019. So every Thursday I'm going to stream. Well, we'll see how long it lasts, right?
What's your stream next week?
I don't know. Something at my studio, probably a model, shooting pictures. It'll be, as if this isn't loose enough, it'll probably be looser. So thanks for coming, guys. Yeah, I don't know. That's good.
PPI.
Oh, WPPI.
Just say you'll be at WPPI.
I will be at WPPI. So will Seth. We're going to teach some photo walks. Go there, sign up, come watch us in person if you guys are online, or come if you're here. I don't care. It'll be awesome. We'd love to see you in Vegas. All right, now you can cut
I'm
it.
cutting you off.
It's a mess. I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you.